Hi, welcome, bienvenidos. It's your girl Yessie, and I'm back with another video. Hola amigas, besties, I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be using most of the products that I bought during the Sephora Savings event. And these products I've been using ever since. So you're probably going to get some type of a review because I've used some of these products for, you know, a couple of weeks now. And then there's others that I'm using maybe for the first time, just because I want to showcase it in the video. So I don't want to be going off on a tangent. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Alrighty, amigas, let's get into the makeup first impressions kind of makeup video. So I've already done my eyebrows because, you know, like, I don't change my eyebrow routine. What works works. But I've been using the Benefit Precisely My Brow. This is in the shade 6, and that's it. The only other thing was I used my concealer for the under eye, and then I lightly set that with my translucent powder. So we're gonna jump into the eyes because that's what I typically do. I start off with my eyes. So for today's video, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Embers palette. I haven't used this, but I'm sure it's gonna be great quality. I ended up buying her Haze palette, and I even did a little shorts video. Love the palette. All the colors were stunning. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. But this is what the Embers palette looks like. I've seen videos where people say this was a dupe for the Mario palette. I do have it. It's just somewhere in my makeup eyeshadow palette collection. But yeah, this little palette seems really nice, right up my alley. It's fall, so these colors are gonna be perfection. So why don't we just start with that, right? So I'm going to use my blending brush, a fluffy one. Let's try this one. This is from Morphe. This is the from the Morphe x Ariel collection. This is the 811, and I'm just gonna jump into this shade. Do they have names? A3, which is this. Oops, this shade right here, and I'm just gonna apply that to the crease. Oh, it's pigmented. Okay. Okay, so this shade for transition works. Really, really, really pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with a shader, fluffy shader brush. This is from the Morphe x Ariel collection. This is the 820, so it's a flat shader brush, fluffy. And actually, before we go into that, I'm going to go into this orangey shade right here, this middle shade right here. This is, what is it, B2? Can't really see. And I'm gonna apply this color to the crease too, just to warm it up a tad. Well, that's pretty. Alright, now I'm going to go in with that shader brush, the 820, and I'm going to go into, I kind of want to do this like red. I don't know if it's a burgundy shade, but this shade right here. I'm not sure what color that is. It looks like a burgundy shade, but it could be brown. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer part of the lid. If it's a burgundy shade, it looks like a dark brown, like a chocolatey brown. Beautiful. Blends so seamlessly. Wow. That's so pretty. Now I'm just gonna go in with my blending brush to blend everything out. Like so. So pretty. And I think I'm just gonna use those two shades for the lid because I want to use this Danessa Myricks, what are they called? Colorfix multi-use pigment stick. This is in duo number 3 right there. And now I have used this, I want to say 1 or 2 times, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. However, I don't know if I've used too much of the sparkly shade, not the metallic, but the foiled, because it kind of like my lids look textured. And obviously, you know, I'm getting older, you know, and I do have a few like wrinkles, so I don't know, but I can tell you that this is very long lasting. It lasted all day. It did not budge. It didn't move. And when the light hits it, it's so beautiful. So I'm going to start off with the metallic. And I'm going to swatch it on my hands so you can see how it looks. So this is the metallic shade right there. As you can see. See? Beautiful, right? And then we have the foil on this side, which is so pretty. Oh my gosh. But again, I don't know if I applied too much, but it looks textured. You see that foil? So pretty. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to use the metallic. And honestly, I wanted to get more shades, but I kind of want to wait. Because I did some damage, you know? So that's what the shade looks like. I'm trying to look down, that way, you know, it doesn't crease on me. Now I'm going to use the foil. Look at that. So pretty. So beautiful. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the blending brush to try and blend everything out. This is so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, so there you go. Do you see? Can you see? I hope my camera is picking it up, but it's such a beautiful sparkle. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Alrighty, so now I always finish the eyes at the end. So I'm just gonna start working on the face. Now I'm gonna be using my, what's it called? My primer. I'm gonna be using the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. I love this. I feel like it's hydrating, and it also contains my my oils. It just makes my makeup last longer. I just used this for the first time in a very long time, and I realized how lovely this product is. So I'm back to using it again. There you go. All over the face. Now I'm going to use my Sephora, my best skin ever from Sephora. This is in the shade 20Y. I'm gonna do 2 pumps, maybe 2.5, and I'm gonna dot it all over the face like so. I have my big sponge here, but I'm going to use a brush. So the brushes I've been using are the travel brushes from Makeup by Mario. I've been loving them. So that's what I've been using. They're just perfection. Especially this brush. This is the F1. And I feel like it blends my foundation very seamless. And if I need to go in with my beauty sponge, then I will. But this looks beautiful. And that's what the foundation looks like. It looks really nice. It's very long lasting. It's skin-like and it's not heavy. It's such a beautiful foundation. Highly recommend, and it's very affordable. So alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is in light beige. So I'm gonna use that for the under eye, around the nose, the bridge of the nose, the center of the forehead, down the cupid's bow. And I'm gonna let that sit while I contour with my cream bronzer. And for that I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. This is in 2 medium. And I'm gonna use, I've been using the e.l.f. Dual Complexion. This is the Complexion Dual brush. So I use the big brush for the perimeters of my face. And I've hit pan. Look at that. I'm so proud. It's kind of hard to hit pan these days with all the makeup we have. Then I'm going to use the shorter ends, and I'm going to use that to contour the nose area, like so. Okay, it looks rough, but it's gonna work. Now I'm gonna go in with the beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna blend everything out. Okay, that's what that looks like. Before I go in with powder, I do want to use a cream bronzer. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty blush filter. This is in Latte. Just going to use two little dots. And I'm going to use this Morphe M204. It's like a big tapered blush. This is good for cream bronzer. I don't like to use a sponge with these because they're already light as is. I mean, you're able to build them, but I feel like the sponge soaks up most of the color, so that's why I use one of these brushes. Now see, it looks really light, so I'll typically go in with one more, like so, to intensify. But it's like a rosy, it's like a bronzer kind of thing. It's like a blush and a bronzer together. It's so beautiful. I love these. Okay, it looks blended out. And if it's not, when I use my powder, then I feel like it kind of blends everything out for me. So now I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty loose powder. This is in Pound Cake, my favorite at the moment. And I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender Puff, and I'm just going to pat that under the eyes. Now I add a lot, so don't be scared of the powder. And then I'll go over what's left over the bridge of the nose. I like that crisp line. So I'll leave that there. Then I'll go in with my kabuki brush and I'll just pat the entire face. Now I don't like it too harsh, but I like it somewhat clean. And I don't swipe because I don't like to disturb the product that's underneath, so I just pat everything. That's why I use this little kabuki brush, because it's big enough to set the entire face. So yeah. And now I'm gonna go in with my powdered bronzer. This is the MAC Skin Finish Matte Bronzer in Deep Golden. I feel like I'm gonna hit pan in this one too. But for this one, I'm gonna be using my Eco Tools. This is a precision powder brush. And I'm just gonna pat the bronzer all over the perimeter of my face. Okay. And now for blush, I'm going to be using the Haus Labs Color Fused blush. This is in Fire Moon. I love this. I love this so much. Like, look at how much I've used. Like, I know you see that dip in there. This is such a perfect blush for all year round, basically. And I'm going to be using my Morphe E4 blush. And we'll start with the outside and work it in. Like, how pretty is that? And I do go a little overboard with my blush. I love blush. I really do. Now this for me is good, but if you feel like this is too much, you can always use like the powder puff and just go over it with powder. And I feel like, you know, it looks a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the highlighter, and for that I'm going to be using the Christian Dior. This is their holiday highlighter, and this is in Dior Star. So I'm going to use this to highlight. I'm going to be using my Morphe M501 brush. Just going to swirl it in there. It has like a pinky reflex, and I'm gonna just apply it to the top of the cheekbone. I'm gonna use this NARS Light Reflecting Illuminating Powder. This is in the shade Eros. This is what the shade looks like right here. It's really nice. I love this for like the inner corner, but I think I accentuated the pink a little bit, but that's okay. This is pretty intense, but I love it. Voila. Alright, so now I'm gonna spray the face with the One Size Power Melt. I love this. This feels so hydrating. And I feel like it melts everything into the skin, and it looks so beautiful. This too, this is so blurring. I feel like it controls my oils. I love this. I am gonna, once I'm done with this one, I'm going to invest in the full size because I love this. Also, the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blur, fantastic. This also keeps me matte for a very long time. Okay, so these two are going to be repurchases. This is a little bit more hydrating than this one. If you want, basically, if you don't want your face to be dry, definitely use more hydrating products underneath before using this, because this will suck the life out of your face. Like, this is very mattifying. Okay, so that means it works. I'm going to definitely invest in the full size for both of these. These are definitely a must-have in my makeup routine. So love these. Okay, they're very long lasting. And I'm going to spray either of those after my makeup. I just like to, you know, finish up. So I am going to line my, I think I'm going to do an eyeliner. And I'm going to be using, so this NYX Lift and Snatch, this is technically for your brows, but I use it for as a liner because it's so precise. I love this. So I'm going to use this to line. Like, look at the tip. It's very thin. So I feel like I can always get a precise line with this. Okay, so I think that looks good. Now I'm gonna go in with my lashes. I've been loving these Lilly lashes, no glue needed, body heat activated. Yes, love. Okay, I've really been loving them. I've used them so much, and they're still going strong. But before I do that, let me curl my lashes. Then I'm going to go in with my, this is my L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. Okay, so I'm going to let them dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to apply my lashes. And if you're curious, I was gonna say the shade. The style is Daydreamer. Right here. Daydreamer. They're super easy to apply too. You see how beautiful they look? Ugh. I'm obsessed. But you see, very easy to apply. Alright, so now I'm going to be using my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. Just going to spray a little bit on the perimeter. Let that sit. Now I'm going to be using the, what is this? The Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. This is in Anywhere Caffeine. I'm going to use it to line my lips. These are also very long lasting. Then I'm gonna grab the Gloss Bomb Stacks in the Spiked Hot Chocolate, and we're using it today. I feel like since we're going with like browns, why not? So this is how this shade looks like, and I'm just gonna apply it over the lips. Smells divine. So it has a tint of brown. Alrighty, amigas, so this is the final look. What do you guys think? I think this was a successful makeup application. I love how everything turned out. I love all the products that I tried, that I've been using, the goodies with the oldies, all of them. I loved every product that I tried today. And the highlight though, see that? Okay. But yeah, amigas, this was the final look. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for your lovely, sweet comments. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you again for watching. More videos to come. And I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.